these teams will earn a shot at the Lombardi. The AFC title game is underway. Ty Johnson now to return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings in Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football, but you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose. And most importantly, you got to lead your men.
And it's taking chances like that that help make them a postseason team, Brock. They're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risks and an aggressive mindset that reflects all the stakes of each and every game.
Second down. Here's Allen again. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. Oh, Allen loses it! And the Bengals get to it! Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after they fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football, but you can't put too much pressure on yourself.
Here we go.
You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose, and most importantly, you got to lead your men.
A nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Give on seconds, it's Brown. Stopped after a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, get to Brown. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. Takes a pop and the ball comes out. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Play action now. Allen. And he nearly picked it, so couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. And Allen will hold on to this. Massive hits. The ball's out. Now the Bengals have it. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at him. I love the joy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Bills nothing. McPherson will kick off for Cincinnati.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. You know. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. On first down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
18. And the Bills first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down of the game for James Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Cage, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And the shotgun, it's Allen. And finds his man, it's Keon Coleman. He has room past the 25. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that's good for a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those.
And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills lower the deficit to a single possession. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. But jeez, you couldn't start any better.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Bills 7.
Yeah, really with you. I should probably start a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. Now trying to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
180. What is that? 11.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Completed over the middle. Still fighting forward. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow their early lead to 13. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from them on the road in the postseason. First and 10. Here's Allen. But still a loss on that play.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on pin between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Looking from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Allen on third down. That's complete to Coleman out left. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Here's set it downs for him from the 46. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's more of the catch out left. And he gets back to the line, but no more. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on 4th. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. Sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock, so high hopes again for this upcoming series. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Gun. 11, MT, kept the hot. 180. Nice hot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Lofts it deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. At the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals swell their first quarter by 6. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen will be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. The Bills set to take over offensively. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. That's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Unable to connect with his running back. So that brings up second down. Back to the air, Allen. That one's complete, right side. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Here he goes, third and long. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bills.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of the 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4, here's a first down.
There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Taken at the 2. That'll be the 1st and more. Still going inside the 35. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals threatening to run away with it already. You gotta love when your special teamers say, take some time off, offense. Your presence, that's not required at this moment. That guy took care of things himself with an electrifying return.
Yeah, find somebody who doesn't welcome some time off from work, Kate. They're more than happy to chill out on that sideline, offer some extra applause as that return team did more than its normal job.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals continue piling on to this lead.
Bills 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Now he takes it. Loses it again. And now the Bengals have it. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody, somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Gun. 11 MT. Can. 11. Stop.
Burrow now on 1st down. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. touchdown. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Coleman with the grab. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing a 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. He takes it at the 4. And he dodged the tackle. Good work there to get it out of the deep end on their side. It's up near the 30. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. That.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Brown gets it again here on 2nd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play.
Here we go.
That's good for a Bengals.
Burrow on the play action. This is reeled in nicely downfield by Jones. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals blowing them out in this opening quarter.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. You got middle field open or close. You got single eye or 2 high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays could follow.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals tack on 7 more to their lead.
Bills 7. McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. He lost the football. Oh, unfortunately, it looks like another one of the members of the return team was there, able to dive on it, so a friendly bounce. They'll retain possession. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Escapes out to the left. And he drives it up to the 24. They brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Second down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Allen setting up to throw. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. The sack forces a now tougher third down.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Secures this at the 17. Pushing it up past the 30. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner, up past the 35. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around.
Right 80. Stop.
First down, Burrow to throw. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Stop.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. So second down coming up.
Brings up second and 10.
12. Here we go. Right 80.
Burrow from the gun. Brought in downfield by Gesicki. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals swell their first quarter by 6. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Bengals continue adding on to that lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now we got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Drive starts to the quick throw left, complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Here's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Allen on 3rd and 2. Short pass brought in, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.